Good evening, all of you. Am I audible to all of you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
it's audible.
Okay. I'll start. I am good evening and good afternoon to all our African learners. I cordially invite you to this webinar session. Welcome you all. This session is basically on Bachelor of Computer Application degree program, online degree program, which is completely sponsored, fully 100% sponsored by Ministry of External Affairs of India. So I invite you all to this session. To start with, this session will be based on four parameters. One is introduction that I'll be doing. I'm Srinivasan, head of admission, and program details, curriculum, and all other related academic admission process, everything Dr. S. Gopalakrishnan will be handling. And you have a video demo on how to apply, how to do the process of admission. You can have the video demo and follow. Have a Q&A session. In that session, you can ask your doubts, clarification, whatever you want, you can raise it. So the session will be open to all. So I request all of you to mute the audio and unmute the video. Whenever you want to have a question, please raise hand so that it will be answered by our doctor. Yes, go. Let me start the session now. See, you have a PPT given there. You can look at the PPT. First, I will tell about Sastra University. Before that, this is a bilateral initiative by Government of India and African countries. So under this, Government of India is offering 100% scholarship to all the students of African country. This is only for African countries. So I request you want to avail the full scholarship. Kindly, you can see it in that PPT. It is called Vidya Bharati, Arogya Bharati. It's a network project of Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. So I request you all to avail, spread among your friends, relatives to avail this scholarship. And why you have to take Shastra? So there should be some reason, strong reason beyond your scholarship. You need to choose a good institution, university. So let me tell about my university in little brief. One, this was founded.
Just a second, Srinivas, sir.
Yeah.
Can you open the presentation and share your screen so that everybody can see the presentation on the screen?
Doctor, can you please?
It is already available there on the screen.
I will see.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
It's already available.
Okay.
Yeah. So this university. Am I audible? Can I go? Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. See, this university was founded as a Shanmugha College of Engineering in 1984. Later on, it has become a deemed university approved by AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education, which is a government authority for all the deemed university. This institution is of its type accredited by National Board of Accreditation, recommended by AICTE for autonomy in 1997. In 2000, UGC inspection for university status in February 2001. Later on, it is renamed as Shanmugha Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy, which is called SAR. So, come to the status of deemed university in April 2001. About on Indian platform and global platform, we need to tell about our university status. We are ranked amongst the top university by Government of India through the ranking agency called NIRF. NIRF is the authorized ranking agency in India, which is called the National Institutional Institution Framework. And other global agencies like Times Higher Education, World and US BRICS means you all know that it is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South African countries. So these global agencies, education agencies have ranked us amongst the top universities in the world. To add to this, we are ranked among the top 350 Asian universities. Also, we are ranked among the 300 BRICS university. So Sastra is reaccredited, recycled by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, which is called NAAC, with the A plus grade. With the A plus grade is the important one in India to become university. We are consistently ranked among top 50 universities ranking, and also we undertake research for various agencies like ISRO, DRDO. ISRO means DRDO, Department of Rural Development Authority. It's a government agency. They are all the backbone planning execution of Indian government. Sakkara becomes the first university in India to have the maximum number of UG programs accredited across campuses. The IET, IET means Institution of Engineering and Technology. And after all these things, any university, any education institution in the country should have a very strong faculty strength. So I'm proud and honored to talk about my faculty, like Dr. S. Gopalakrishnan, who is a versatile scholar, PhD, postdoctorate. You can add on like anything. He has mastered in imaging system, and he has attended so many seminars across the globe. So you are all blessed to have a person like Dr. S. Gopalakrishnan with the experience of 35 years plus. So Sastra University, our strength, and proud to share you all that we have an excellent faculty committed to quality teaching and research. And you have a flexible curriculum responsive to the changing needs of the industry. Just we don't teach and just we don't give a degree. So we nurture you, we put you in a position to suit the industry. Once you pass out from our university, once you get the certificate, you are ready-madely available for the industry requirement. All our faculties are experienced scholars, and they have a mix of great teaching and industry experience to teach the students. You will all find your online experience at Sastra unique. We strive to create an academic environment, whether online or on campus. We believe in nurturing values and ethics. So with this I conclude my intro about Sastra University, why you have to join here. I again wish to inform you all that kindly utilize this 100% scholarship which is offered by Government of India, not by any individuals or any private body here. It is given by Government of India, Ministry of External Affairs. So I request you all to apply through EVAP, that is Vidya Bharati, Arogya Bharati, Island portal, register there, then come to Sastra website, and you will get the 100% scholarship. If you want to communicate, spread, and bring all your friends, relatives to join this course and become a global player. I request Dr. Gopalakrishnan to talk about the academic details, curriculum details, and all other processing of admission. He will clarify. I request you all to join Sastra and become a global player. Stay positive, test negative. I request Dr. Gopalakrishnan to take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Srinivasan, for your kind words. This is Dr. Gopalakrishnan, Director, Online and Distance Education, Sastra University. And my presentation will be of 5 slides, not more than that, and I will take only 10 to 12 minutes to complete this presentation. Initially, I will be explaining the program, some overview about this BCA program. Then I will be explaining the program structure. Then what type of teaching learning we are going to do this BCA program through online. So I will be explaining online teaching learning pedagogy. Then what type of evaluation system this particular program is supposed to have, is going to have. That also I will be explaining. Then later, in the end of my the presentation, I will be showing a video file wherein the video tutorial is going to explain you how you can register and get admitted into this great university. Of course, we formed some technical group. Then if you have any doubt regarding the admission process or whatever, the academically, whatever the queries you want to raise, you can raise it. And in the later part of this session, we have question and answers also. Now, coming to this program, BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, is a 3-year undergraduate program which deals with the basics of software development and computer applications. BCA is considered to be a specialized program usually pursued by students who want to become an expert in different aspects of computer applications and make a successful career in IT industry. Even though Sastra is offering this program for the African learners through online mode, a personalized tutoring and counseling by the experienced Sastra faculty members will make this program interesting and brings an immersive learning experience. Online learning is rapidly becoming one of the most cost-effective ways to educate world's rapidly expanding workforce. Synchronous and asynchronous mode of knowledge delivery will make the registrants feel free, like class away from class, knowledge sharing environment. Courses that are part of the program are very much aligned with the latest IT requirements. Knowledge dissemination is going to happen through a versatile learning management platform, namely SWAYAM, is a Sanskrit acronym that stands for Steady Webs of Active Learning of Young Aspirants' Minds. It's an Indian massive open online course platform, a knowledge sharing platform conceived and developed by Ministry of Human Resource Development India with the consultant guidance of experts from various premier institutions of India. This platform is embedded with the features that provides learners with an adequate opportunity for synchronous and asynchronous learning. Those who have opted for this online program will definitely find enhanced career mobility. Coming to the program structure, the curriculum of BCA is a choice-based credit system that provides an opportunity for the student to choose courses from the prescribed courses comprising core courses, elective courses, and skill-based courses. The courses will be evaluated following the grading system, which is considered to be better than the conventional marking system. When you consider this particular program, which is of 3-year duration, consists of comprising 6 semesters, and each and every semester you're supposed to undergo certain courses. For example, considering the semester 3, you have 4 courses, and total credit for semester 3 is 16. And as a whole, every student is expected to earn 120 credits to claim the degree. And apart from this, these courses, 28 theory courses, every student expected to complete one project, which is duly guided by the Sastra faculty. The registration to this program is going to occur in 2 spells, January-February spell and July-August spell. Now we are in January-February 2001. And coming to the online learning pedagogy is concerned, as I said earlier, the teaching and learning will occur through SWAYAM. The course contents of each course are developed with a 4-quadrant approach that consists of e-tutorials comprising video and audio contents, supporting reading materials, including other relevant open source content. Scheduled webinars and webcasts are also the salient features of this knowledge dissemination, besides an assessment module. A virtual community group will also be formed to help the learners to continue their immersive learning. And coming to the curriculum structure is concerned, This curriculum, 1 minute please. The self-learning material will be uploaded for all the courses in Swan platform. Content access credentials will be provided to all the registered candidates for all the courses pertaining to a particular semester. The course content of each unit of a course will be logically grouped into 5 lessons or modules, and these lessons will be covered in 3 weeks' time. Each video lecture will be supported with text components, ebooks, PowerPoint presentations, and other open source material. One can note that the flexible schedule and self-paced learning approach will make the working learners more happy and comfortable. End of each week, an online assessment component will be made visible to the learners, that comprising multiple choice questions and descriptive type questions, and students are expected to complete the assessment pertaining to a particular week before the end of the next week. Performance of these unproctored weekly tests will be considered for continuous internal assessment. So this slide, if you see, you have a table where the table is more complicated, wherein for each and every course, when you consider X, Y, Z course is considered, and you have it will have 5 units, and each unit we split logically the contents of each unit into 5 lessons: lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5. And for all these contents of these units, you have 4 quadrant approach. The first quadrant is nothing but e-tutorial, second is e-content, and third is nothing but the synchronous teaching learning mechanism, and apart from the assessment engine. End of each week, the online assessment component will be made visible to the learners, comprising I already told this, right? Multiple choice questions and the descriptive type questions. And as far as the weekend test is concerned, it is totally unproctored test. Every fortnight, synchronous virtual contact classes will be scheduled, and virtual contact classes link will be shared with all the registered learners by the respective course coordinators. So we will be appointing course coordinators for each and every course, and they are the person, they will be taking care of you with respect to a particular course. This synchronous virtual contact classes will provide an opportunity for the learners to interact with the subject experts and get clarified their doubt. Coming to the evaluation system is concerned, student performance in weekend online test will be considered for CIA. CIA in the sense continuous internal assessment. And apart from this, a 3-hour proctored in-semester examination will be conducted in each course after the end of 16th week. The sense you can understand, even though the UGC is telling only 12 weeks is enough to complete a course, but Shastra, yes, we have over and above. We have 15 weeks to complete a particular course, and after completing all the content pertaining to the particular course, the 16th week will be meant for completing the weekend assessment pertaining to the last week. And in-semester examination schedule will be shared in the community group and also will be uploaded in Shastra website. The performance of in-semester examination will also be assessed. As far as the in-semester examination is concerned, it is a well-proctored online examination. To get a passing grade, students are expected to score 40 marks, wherein the weightage for CA is 30%, and for the end semester proctored examination is 70%. Put together, you expected to score 40 marks to get a pass grade. Now let us go to this registration process. So I'm not going to explain this slide. Instead, I'll be running a video file where it is going to explain how the registration you need to complete. Right? Yes, of course, we formed a technical support group, and you can contact this person, T. Santosh, if you have any technical queries during the registration process. You can contact, and you can send an email to him also. His email ID is webmaster@shastra.edu. Thank you very much. And after the question answer session, I will be showing you the video for online registration process. This is Dr. S. Gopalakrishnan, Directorate of Online and Distance Education. My email ID is ode@greatershastra.tv. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. S. Gopalakrishnan. Dear learners, now I request you all to raise your doubts, whatever you want to ask regarding admission process and about the course and about the scholarship. We are all here. Mr. Vikas is there, Dr. Gopalakrishnan is there, and myself is here. So all the questions you can raise now. You can clarify your doubts, and also I request you to take it to your friends and relatives and bring them on the board for this 100% scholarship offered by Government of India, Minister of External Affairs, Government of India. Thank you. We are looking forward to your questions.
Hello, I'm Abubakar from Sierra Leone, West Africa, and
Yes, please.
I want to know the process how to apply for this course.
Abu, as we informed you, after taking your question and answers, we will be playing a video that is for the registration process. Also, we will be sharing contact details of people whom you can contact in case you are facing any issues while registering for the program. Right? Please have some patience. Srinivasan sir.
Yes, already we formed a Telegram group. Nearly 100 plus African nationals have joined already, and we have been answering all your queries, subject queries, and also registration queries. You also welcome to join in the group, and you can post whatever queries you have. It will be answered in time.
Gopal sir, can we have the video? Can we play the video right now? So if
Yes,
anybody has registration queries, then they can ask that also in this session only.
Done. 1 minute.
We will request you to wait for the video. We'll play the video and then we'll take your questions.
Dear learners, now Doctor will be presenting one video. The video talks about the process of admission, how you have to start, where you have to end, how you get your registration successfully. So you kindly go through the video now, then you can raise your doubts, questions, whatever you want. Thank you.
Good day. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We are playing the video. Please once listen to the video and then we'll take your question.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
And already we shared a Google Drive link, wherein we put the PDF format of the online registration procedure, and apart from that, we have a video. I'll be playing the video now.
Hi friends, welcome to Shastra Online BCA program registration. In this video, I like to explain how to do the registration process. Step number 1, you need to enter into this URL https://ilearn.gov.in. Once you enter into this URL, you can see this option, register/sign-in option. Click that option, register/sign-in. After that, you need to enter your login details through any of these accounts, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, or iLearn account. For example, in case if you have chosen the Google account, then you need to enter your username and password. For example, see here, after clicking the sign up, sign in or register option, you will get this window. Here you need to choose this option, Google. After that, you will be entering your Google username and password details. After that, what happens? You need to enter the personal details: first name, last name, mobile number, country residing in. For example, I have already created the account. You need to fill these details: first name, last name, mobile number, email ID. Email ID is your Gmail ID. This comes automatically. Country residing in currently, you need to choose your country name. For example, I have chosen Zambia country and I have given this mobile number. Then learning center, you need to choose this learning center, right? Whatever is appearing. After that, right, I click OK. Then automatically your iLearn registration will be completed. For example, here it seems the iLearn registration is completed. Here it shows, for example, Sasra online learning at gmail.com. If I want to sign out, right, I need to use this option, sign out option. This is step 1. In the step 2, what you have to do, you need to go through this URL, https://www.sastra.edu/bca form. Go to this URL. Once you enter into this URL, there is one option in the home page, EVBAB iLearn option. Here you can see this option, EVBAB iLearn option. You should click this option, EVBAB iLearn. After that, you need to enter your Gmail ID and then click the verify button. After a few minutes, you will get the status, a successful one. Then you need to click the register button. Once you click the register button, then you will be entering into this form, online BCA registration form, in which here you need to enter your details, then click register. After that, what happens? The username and the password will be sent to your Gmail ID. For example, here I have already received the Gmail. Dear applicant, greetings from Sastra, username and password details. This is actually received in this Gmail ID. At the end of this mail, right, you can see this option. Please use Sastra BCL form to complete the registration process. The next step, what you have to do, you can click right this option, Sastra BCA form. Once you click this option, right, Sastra BCA form, automatically you will be entered into the corresponding URL. The corresponding URL is this one, shown in this step, https://www.sastra.edu/bca form/reg.php. After entering this URL, you need to type your username and password. In that form, please enter the username and password as you received in your Gmail. Username, your Gmail account. Password, this is whatever right you received from your Gmail. Then there are two options, login, sign up. Don't choose the sign up option. After providing username and password, click the login option. So once you click the login option, you will be entering into this online BCA registration form. Here I have already entered the details. So once you receive the mail, you will be entering into this URL shown in step number 7. Otherwise, you simply click this link that you have received in your mail, Sastra BCA form. Then choose the username as the Sastra Gmail ID and the password, right, you received in your Gmail. Click the login option, not sign up option, right? So you will be entering into this one, online BCA registration form. Here you have to note your application number. This is very important. Please note your application number. Then in the left panel, you can see this option, personal details. You need to click the personal details one time. After that, what happens? Personal details interface will appear. Right? In the personal details interface, you need to fill these field values. Course ID, course name, applicant's name, father's name. For example, I type some sample values. Mother's name X, then permanent address X, country, for example, Zimbabwe. Then you please enter the zip pin numbers, right? These are mandatory fields. Then you need to upload the proof of your permanent address. Then present address, country, then a zip pin, a proof of present address. For this proof of permanent and present address, you need to upload the file. Then please choose this gender. Then complete these field values, date of birth, age, email ID. This is automatically available, taken from your Gmail. Then mobile or phone number, whatever you have entered right in your step 1, that is taken here, mobile number. Then nationality, you need to choose the nationality. For example, I have already entered Zambia. Then please enter these details. Passport number, upload copy of your passport. You please upload the corresponding image file, JPEG file. Then complete these details, year, semester, ranking, partner institute, Shastra. Past nationality, you try to choose yes or no. If you choose yes, you need to fill the corresponding field values. In case if you choose no, then you need to fill the remaining values. Qualifying examination pass, passing board, then fill these fields, month and year of passing, choose the month here, then year, type the name of the institution, address of the institution, registration number with month and year of last appearance, then fill these details, employer details, if you are currently employed. HCL employees or TechBees are requested to register as HCL. Then in case, right, if you are employed, right, then please click yes, no. In case HCL employees, right, choose this option, HCL. If not, right, click no. Then supporting documents, these things are not required. Aadhaar number, not necessary. A qualifying exam mark statement, this is a mandatory field. You need to upload the file here, choose file. Certificate, right, that should be scanned and uploaded. Then fill these remaining field values and upload the required files. Finally, right, click your place, type your place and click submit. Please ensure that you have filled all the relevant fields and uploaded the relevant documents in the proper form. Finally, click the submit option. Then you will get this successful registration message. www.sastra.edu says registered successfully. You will get this registration successful message at the end. Thank you very much.
Well, we have already posted this video in our Telegram group. And 1 minute, somebody want to get admitted, I'll make an admission. Good. And as far as the passport is concerned, passport is not mandatory now. Please mute your mic, please. Please mute your mic. Passport is a non-mandatory document now. Anyhow, you are expected to apply passport and somebody is still they are keeping. Okay, good.
I request all the participants to kindly mute their microphones if they are not speaking. Please mute your microphones.
I repeat, the passport is not a mandatory one now. Initially, to get admitted in this, but the passport will be the mandatory document to write the end semester examination. It is going to happen after 3 months. Before that, you apply for your passport and get the passport ready.
Yeah, this relaxation is for this session. In case you don't have a passport, you can still apply for this program. So, but you have to apply for a passport and get it submitted at the earliest possible. So, if now you have a valid national ID, a photo national ID with a validity on it, you can apply for these programs using that ID. And now we are again open
Good
to
afternoon.
questions. Yes, please.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
You're talking about this, about passports, right?
Yes, yes.
What if perhaps I try all the way because I'm presently in Sierra Leone, because I'm Sierra Leonean. Now the cost of passports is very much, is too much, it's costly. And due to the present in our country, I hope you are getting me.
The problem is the education regulating body in India has mandated a passport for international students. So that is the requirement
Okay,
you have to fulfill. We cannot allow you without that. We have given a relaxation that you
Okay,
can
no
apply
problem.
for the programs, but your education is fully funded. But that passport number works as your identity, because internationally that it is the passport that identifies you.
Okay, no problem. I'll work towards it. And also,
So you
what
can-
is the duration for the course?
This BCA program is a 3-year program covering 6
3-year
semesters.
program.
Yeah.
And how do you test it? Online test or what? Online test and
Sorry,
exam or what?
Sorry, I lost your voice.
What?
I lost your voice. Can you please repeat the question?
What
I said
I'm asking is, who costs it?
for the test and exam.
Yes.
Is this
So
going to be
as-
an online test and exam?
Yeah, as Dr. Gopalakrishnan
Yes.
told you already, there will be 2 types of assessments. One is internal assessment that will be done every week, for which nothing you have to, you can do it from your home on your laptop only. The end semester examinations will be proctored computer-based examinations only.
Okay. Well, how the
Okay, so
classes are going to be? How the classes are going to be?
That's what I said.
How many days per week?
Good.
How many days per week?
No, this is a totally a self-paced learning mechanism. We don't have a tight schedule, a specific schedule for this. And whatever the SLM here is self-learning material, right? Self-learning material pertaining to all the courses will be uploaded in the SWAYAM platform. So SWAYAM is nothing but an LMS, learning management system, right? In that particular platform, you will be uploading all the content, right? And the corresponding view credentials will be given to all the registered candidates, right? and we will be providing you a login name and password. Using the login ID and password, you can access all the content that are already posted in the SWAYAM, right? And you can download all the video files, you can listen, and subsequent to all video files, you have the supportive text conference also will be visible. You can download, you can read, right? And in the end of the week, you are expected to complete an online assessment which is totally unproctored examination. And apart from that, we have the synchronized virtual contact classes also will be conducted, right? Right? In the sense, right? We'll be sharing you the link.
Now I understand. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Gopal sir, for clarifying the doubts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions, please?
Yeah, Gift, please go ahead.
In the area of qualification, right, you have to put an examination. Well, what if we include a semester examination at a Bluecrest College? Is that acceptable?
Gift, we couldn't get your question. Can you please repeat it once?
Okay, in the area of qualification, wherein you will have to put an examination board. Well, I want to put a first semester examination result. Is that acceptable?
You don't have?
I don't have at the moment, but I have an examination for.
But in how much time will you be getting your result?
Sometime in let's say around March, because it's a national examination. So, but I have a semester.
So you have already have you already appeared for the examination?
Yes, I've already taken the examination, but the results will be announced.
Gopal sir.
Well, I understood your query, dear. See, the registration is going to happen in 2 spells in every year, right? January and February. And as per your current status is concerned, since you don't have the eligibility criteria for get admitted into this BCA, right? Now you can join in July-August session. You can apply.
Well, let's
July-August session. Next session.
I've already been enrolled in an IT college called Bluecrest College. You understand? And I have taken exam there for semester already. So can I give you that examination results?
No, to qualify for this program, you require a 12th class certificate or an equivalent certificate from your country. So that is our only requirement. If you're currently going in any graduation degree, you can go parallel with this also. But the
can I apply?
Yes, you can apply.
With the semester.
I can understand his query. Is it possible to do 2 programs simultaneously? That is the question.
That's what he's asking.
Yes, you can do.
So can I apply? Can I attend?
Yes, you can apply.
Can I attend college with a college result?
Yes, you can, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Dr. Gopalakrishnan, there is one question, clarification. Will the exams be on campus like the Center of Learning?
Yes, we have learning centers available each and every country. And as far as the end semester exams are concerned, it will be conducted online, right? We have an online proctored mechanism available, right? And you at the time of examination, you will be releasing standard operating procedure to write the exam. At the time of examination, Shastra will release standard operating procedure to write the exam. You can go through the document. and whatever the the regulations that are available in that particular SOP, standard operating procedure, you are expected to follow, and it is a well-proctored, technically proctored examination. And it is a well
Go ahead.
So Gopal sir has
Good day.
clarified that the exams will happen in your country and technology-based proctored exams from your place.
Okay, thank you.
Are you clear?
John, you want to ask something? You raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
Are
I
they
have done my own registration successfully. I don't know what are the other steps for me to follow.
What?
Do you want to apply for this program?
I have already done that. I've applied successfully. Yeah.
Okay.
So what
Okay.
are the other steps for me to follow?
So
Yes.
let me tell you the process after you apply for this. Once we receive your application successfully, your
Yes, sir.
documents are scrutinized for validity, for eligibility, that all the documents are fine. Once the university verifies your document and says you are eligible to pursue this program, the documents, then Indian mission in your country will do a verification for you. They'll either call you or they'll either give you a phone call, the Indian will call mission just to verify that you are a valid person and check your ID proof. After that, once Indian mission verifies your identity, your documents are submitted to Ministry of External Affairs, Government headquartered in New Delhi, for approval of your scholarship. Right? Once Ministry gives you the approval, we notify you that your scholarship request has been approved and you can pursue this course in a scholarship mode. So after you successfully apply, this approval process will take some period. So you will have to keep your patience, and in case you wish to know the status, you can write to us at support@ilearn.gov.in, and we'll update you on what is the status of your application. Also, at every point, say once your documents are verified, we'll inform you that your documents have been successfully verified. We'll also inform you once your scholarship is approved.
All right, sir.
Yeah, Libogo, you can ask your question now.
Okay,
You
another
want to ask
question.
something?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Not John.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
Yeah, Lubago, you want to ask something? You raised your hands. Okay,
You're
anybody
talking
else?
about
Hello.
Okay,
Yes, please.
let
Yes,
me.
please.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Another question, please. In the area of eligibility, you are saying passes 2+. What do you mean by that?
See, in India, in your country, there might be something called A level and O level in your schooling qualification, right?
Yeah.
So that is what we call in India 12th. Your last maximum qualification is what we call in India 12th. Okay. So you have to submit the mark sheet of your last school exam that you have passed.
Okay. If you look at
We
school
lost your
exam,
voice.
or let's say national exam, because we have the national exam. The national exam is what
So whatever
that
whatever is your whatever is your highest qualification as on date, that you have to submit with us. Highest qualification, right?
okay, okay.
Shanu, you have to give the minimum of last school education certificate, or you can give whatever the certification above your school education. Got it?
Okay, okay, okay.
Any other questions, please?
Yeah, talking about the passports.
Yes, please.
As for some of us, we don't have. I don't
See,
know
if
if
you,
a
yeah,
sir.
you don't. What are you trying to say? I just want to listen.
Yeah, about the final examination, and you stated that everyone should have his or her passport, right?
Yes. So we are saying that in case you don't have a passport right now, you can apply for the program. We will consider your application, but parallelly you also have to apply for a passport and submit it at the earliest possible.
But passport is mandatory document to write the end semester examination. After all 16 weeks, you will be conducting an online proctored 3-hour exam, right? For that, before that, you have to submit the passport. That is mandatory. And you have still 3 months to go, and you can apply for passport and get it.
Wow.
Because basically we give about 3 months period to get the passport.
And considering this is a golden opportunity, a great initiative by Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. So we request you to submit your applications at the earliest possible, and you can also invite your friends and family members for this program who you need the scholarship advantage. You can invite your friends and family members to join this program.
Surely we will.
Yeah,
I know you have a lot.
Because
Yes,
there is another question, Dr. Gopalakrishnan, there is another question. This student, he has a qualification and also he did the CCNA. So he is asking, can I submit my CCNA instead? Like that he has given. Yes, he has sent a note.
CCNA is a certification. Okay. But as far as the BCA eligibility is concerned, there should be an equivalent, the qualification. There should be equivalent to 10+2 qualification in the respective country.
You should have passed your school. School passing certificate is what we require as eligibility. So CCNA doesn't suffice your eligibility. That is a good certification you have done, but to be eligible, you have to submit your school passing certificate.
So there is another question. What if the passport is expired? Can it be used to apply and then renew?
You can apply with a national ID, but you have to get your passport renewed and submit the copy of the new passport.
Just to add, Vikas, they said like if the passport is expired, they need to apply. So please understand that national ID or passport, whatever you submit at the time of enrollment, please ensure that the document is valid. The document has to be valid. And at a later stage, in due course of the program, when you have to submit the passport, you have to also submit a valid passport, please.
There is another question. What is the use of passport? Does it mean we will travel?
So the passport is required. See, the government education regulating body in India has mandated that for international students, we require a passport. That doesn't mean you have to travel anytime for this course. We welcome you to India. You can come and visit your university if you wish to. But to complete this program, it doesn't require you to travel. All the activities of this program can be completed sitting in your country at your home, and you can get the degree.
With 100% Government of India scholarship.
Yes, sir. And I would also like to mention that in all the participating countries, we have also tied up with a local university and created a learning center over there to facilitate your examination and learning process. So in case you wish to, you can visit our website, ilearn.gov.in. We have details of learning. Every country's learning center details are there. If you wish to, you can contact the education coordinators in the university, program coordinators, and also avail the services from them, take assistance from them.
John, you raised a question here that his passport is compulsory. Here it is very difficult. You have raised a question. So it is mandatory to start with. You can apply and register, but like Vikas said, you have to get the passport within 12 weeks or 14 weeks. That is a mandatory. Because you can just narrate the process from 1 to 10 so that they can all understand the entire process. Because a lot of students, they have this clarification more on this passport. So you can elaborate from Government of India part, you can elaborate little detailed so that they can understand.
So to apply for, you require a photo national ID, which is valid. The validity date should be clearly mentioned on your ID. If you have a passport, it's well and good. You can apply with a passport. But if you don't have, to begin with, you can apply with a photo national ID that should be valid. Okay. Once you follow the process we have told you and submit your application successfully, your application will be forwarded to Indian mission in your respective country. They will for an identity verification process. Once that formality is done, your application will be submitted to Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, headquartered in New Delhi. They will approve your application for scholarship, and once that is done, your scholarship is approved and we will notify you and you can start your program. Srinivasan sir, is any other question there?
Yeah. Again, this John raised a question that here the getting a passport is a costly affair, like that he has said. John, I would like to say again and again that the passport is a mandatory to avail the 100% scholarship from Government of India and to do the online course from a renowned university like Sastra University. So we insist, and you have to give passport on the submission of registration. Passport is, if you don't have a passport, you can apply, but down the line, 12 weeks, 14 weeks, you have to get the passport and submit. Am I right, Vikas?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Any other questions from anyone else?
I can put.
So I would like to.
Please, sir. I can put this.
I would like to. Yes, sir. Please, few words, sir, please.
Please. I would like to put this in another way. Yes, passport is non-mandatory for applying this program, right? But writing the in-semester examination, the passport is mandatory.
End semester will come in 16 weeks time.
Yes.
So you have, effectively, you have 15 weeks to get the passport.
And I would like to request all of you once again that please avail this golden opportunity, register with us, and please also spread the word to friends and family, your school friends, your family members who you think need advantage of this 100% scholarship program of Ministry of External Affairs Government of India. Gopal sir,
Yeah.
in the meantime, can you please tell the students how?
Because just
Yes.
wanted to add one thing because I think this just came into my ears twice. So I want to clarify and correct me if I'm wrong, sir. The passport you have to submit the passport in due course of the program throughout the program. Example, if you're doing BCA, you have 6 semesters to submit the passport, not the first semester end exam. So that's a long timeline that we are providing you to submit the passport. So that's practically 3 years almost. I hope this session will help the students to apply and get it.
Thank you, Sumantro, for that.
Because it's it's not it's like you have way more than 1 semester. You have 6 semesters. That is 3 years to submit the passport.
So,
And Gopal sir,
please.
can you to all the learners we have on this platform, can you please tell how many people are already pursuing under this program? How many people are also already pursuing BCA, and if they have shared any experience with you?
Yes, certainly. In fact, in India, right? In India, we have 350 registrations for this session, and it is crossing, and so many registrations are pouring in, right? And last batch, nearly 27 African students are doing this program, and they are progressing well, and they are about to write the first end semester examination. And coming to the previous batch, the sense you are in the third batch. Actually, we are admitting students for the third batch, and in the first batch there are 2 students are doing, and they are progressing well. And the second batch, 27 students, they are also progressing well. And for the third batch, yes, we have 12 registrations so far, and the registration now is not increasing because of this, the Telegram group.
Okay. So we have created a Telegram group for support of the learning community so that you can register easily, and we can take your queries if you are facing any issues. So what Gopal sir told us that there are already 29 people from Africa who availed the scholarship for BCA program, and they are progressively learning and participating in this program. They are also excelling in their academics. So we wish to see you with us, learning with us. If there are any no more questions, Gopal sir, can we have a vote of thanks, please?
एक minute. There is one more question. Where the final exams will be taken? Is it online or in Indian?
It is an online program. BCA, we are offering BCA under online mode. So you need not travel to India to write the exam. You can write the exam sitting in your place, in your home itself. But understand, this is a well-proctored examination.
So you will have to have a device with a working camera and internet connectivity to appear for your exam.
Exactly.
The camera will be used to proctor you so that you don't cheat. We keep very good standards so that people work hard, read well, and then only appear for the exam.
And that's what I said. Well before start of the exam, we will be releasing standard operating procedure to write the exam. So this standard operating procedure will have all these modalities, what you're supposed to follow, what you should do, what you should not do. All these things will be available, and what all the devices supposed to have. All these things will be available in the standard operating procedure. Accordingly, how to attend the exam.
Dr. Gopalakrishnan, there is another query that what are the benefits of bachelor computer application?
A very good question. So this Bachelor of already I said in the introduction about this program, right? A Bachelor of Computer Application program is the first step. In India, if anybody want to enter into the IT industry, and they will be doing BCA, right? And they can get a master degree by completing MCA. But understand, in the IT industry, the gate pass for entering into the IT industry is a bachelor degree, and you have different bachelor degree: BCA, BSc Computer Science, BSc IT. As far as Shastra is concerned, yes, we are offering this BCA and online mode.
And during the course of this program, they will be teaching you latest skills in IT with latest programming languages, so that you will be prepared to take up any job in the IT industry.
That's what I said. When you see the curriculum is concerned, there are three the courses that can be categorized into three. One is nothing but the core courses, and core courses are certain courses that are mandatory to introduce the computer application and the computer technology. And you have certain specialized courses, we can call that as elective. And apart from that, you have certain skill-based courses also available.
To put it in short, BCA is the gateway to IT industry for employment.
Exactly.
Any other question from anyone else? Okay, shall we conclude, because
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can we conclude?
Yes, sir.
Can we end the session? Thank you all students for your valuable time spent with us. The response was excellent through Google form. It was about nearly 1,000 plus after the duplication and everything. Acha, John, you want to say something? You raised your hands. Okay, so it was an overwhelming response through the Google form. So we got around nearly 1,000 plus registration in the Google form. So effectively, we had a registration of 800 plus. Out of that, 120, 130 people have come into the Telegram group, and it was fun and entertaining, and good chatting happened in Telegram. So we will continue to do that. Because, like Vikas said, please share it to your friends, relatives, and colleagues wherever you are, to make use of this complete 100% scholarship from Government of India, Ministry of External Affairs. It is not given by any private body from India. It is by the Government of India. This is a bilateral initiative by Government of India and African country. And adding to that, I again tell you that this is from Government of India, and this is only for African country students. So I wish you all the best. I request you to join as early as possible, because our registration deadline is on 10th of this month. So please spread and also make your registration immediately. Those who don't have a passport, start applying. But in the meantime, you can register here and start the course. I'm looking forward more support from your country. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, African nationals, learners.